Booyah.
And we're back with the Brady Bag Show on a beautiful
Sunday, right after the fight.
Sunday,
chilly Sunday,
colder than a motherfucker.
I didn't discuss it, but before we move on, because I like to start low and then don't like to come back to it.
We didn't even start on nothing.
You want to build up?
No, like a tragedy happened here in Philadelphia, and I want to point that out. That was, I don't know if you guys heard, but like with that plane crashing, this is kind of trending in Philly. But prayers, everything out to the families affected by that was like a crazy situation. I didn't get to talk to you about it, but like, how'd you hear about that?
I was at Semper Fi watching my nephew train, and John called me and was freaking like, I thought he was being murdered because John was coming from, I guess you guys were somewhere together.
Yeah, it was cigar
he was
mills.
on the boulevard, so he's seen it. Like he said, it looked like a missile coming down. So yeah, bro, it's fucked up. Like obviously, bad shit happens all over the world all the time, but when it's close to home, like it's literally a mile and a half from my house. So yeah, it was like a little girl and her family getting treatment. So yeah,
insane.
Fucking sucks.
Insane. That sucks. Like I said, I just wanted to point that out. But like I said, Brady Bag Show.
Yeah.
Let's
get into
recap.
Yeah, last night.
How'd you like that time, guys? The time that the cart was on.
Well, the fights were on while we were at practice, so some of the guys started watching the fights at the gym. I got home just in time for the main card. I liked it. Like I liked the early cards. I wanted to stay up last night and watch the boxing, but that did not happen because it is so and so late. But this card, let me see. I
didn't get to watch it all. I watched Mike Davis, and I watched Sharabola and Izzy.
We'll start there. We'll start with Mike Davis. All right. Let's breeze through it real quick. Hamdi won, but supposedly he lost. I didn't watch that. I didn't watch that one. Jasmine won. Terrence McKinney, boy, bounced back, got a nice TKO. Shamil got a knockout. Yeah. And then the guys were all hyped at the gym because we have a lot of guys from Tajikistan, and Muhammad Naimov is from Tajikistan. So cool to see him get a win. And then Mike Davis and Faraz Ziem. This was a weird fight. Mike Davis kept pulling guard. Pulling guard, going for submissions. Like I know he has really good submissions, but got cut really bad. It was super slippery. Then, like at one point, he had him in a calf crush, but my man's knees don't have any ligaments in them. So, but yeah, he kind of got dominated. Mike Davis was getting taken down a lot. I didn't expect that.
He didn't look himself.
Go ahead.
He didn't look himself.
Yeah, he did. He definitely, and they were saying that on the broadcast too. They're like, this doesn't look like the Mike Davis we know, and he's been out for a while too. So that might have played into it. But like anytime they would get into an exchange, if he felt like he couldn't get him down, he just jumped guard. It was or try to pull him on top of him.
Just think about yourself. Like what would make you? When would you actually think of it?
But you have to have elite level jiu-jitsu or be so confident that you're going to sub him off of your back to pull him on top of you, because it's not jiu-jitsu. There's punches, there's elbows. Yeah. So I don't know, but he was setting up some good shit off his back, but just couldn't get anything going. Yeah. This next one was. This was a good fight. Said Nurmagomedov versus Vinicius Oliveira. Vinicius came out was throwing like, bro, hands down, like wild ass shit. Said definitely won the first round, but was getting tired of shit. Eventually, Vinicius was scoring takedowns, holding him down, and just hitting him like they were just exchanging like wild shit, and Vinicius was just getting the better of the exchanges, and then one just off like controlling him, like was taking him down. Said was fucking gassed bad. Like you could see him like huffing and puffing bad, where Vinicius was in his corner like smiling. And you know how that is. Like you look across and you see that motherfucker smiling and you're like, yo, I can't even breathe. You're like, this is gonna suck. And then he called out Umar Nurmagomedov afterwards. So
are they the same weight?
135.
Oh wow.
Sergey versus Rosenstrike. This was a stinker.
No knockout here is disappointing, wouldn't it be?
Rosenstrike was just looked shook. Like wouldn't throw, barely throwing anything. And then even like Sergey dropped him but he hit him, and it almost looked like
he didn't hit him.
Rosenstrike just accepted falling down, and I was like, come on, brother. Like, I think Rosenstrike was just so scared of Sergey. Sergey took him down a couple times, or when he did drop him, just literally laid on top of him. A couple punches here and there. Got a decision. Dana was pissed. But he got a win. Yeah.
Or glad I missed it, sorry.
Yeah, well, there wasn't much great there. MVP versus Shower Bullet. This was actually, like, pretty... I thought, like, Venom Page looked really good. He does what he does, was in and out, hitting him with, like, those straight crosses, and, yeah, the Bullet didn't look himself. But I think, like you said, like, people said he's sick or something like that. But I think a lot more of it was that MVP is just a hard style. If you're not a grappler and you can't get a hold of him and you don't have those skills to put him down, it's going to be a tough night.
Yeah. Anything you want to say on that one for Isis?
I just, nah, not really. No. It wasn't that exciting to me.
No, it wasn't.
What did you think about MVP saying, and there's nothing wrong with saying this, but what do you think him saying that he sees a clear path to like the title at 170 versus at 185? Can you envision what he sees?
I don't know what he sees.
All right, yeah, I thought that was
I don't know what he sees.
I couldn't think of it either.
Yeah, like
and Michael Bisping did ask him. He was like respectfully, but it's just like they got grapplers down there. Like he didn't get to you yet, but he did name like Bilal as the champ.
You got grappled up by Ian Gary. So
185 seems a little bit clearer too.
I think he's seen more along the lines of like he wants like
you're
like,
crazy.
He
ain't getting past Kaio. He ain't getting past Nasruddin. He ain't getting past.
But that's
none of them.
That's more striking.
He ain't getting past none of them.
I don't know.
I don't think he's got a path in either division, especially out on the top, like in the top 5. Like there's neither. Middleweight is becoming more grappler heavy towards the top of the division because you got like Kaio up there. Nasruddin can grapple, so there's a few guys up in that. But outside of that, there is probably more easy matchups where 170 definitely has grapplers like littered throughout the entire top 15. But yeah, I don't know.
As for dudes who are built who could just fluctuate like that, like could you fluctuate like that?
No, I'm not tall enough to fight at 185.
I noticed that. Even like Kevin Holland and him, they're both
because they have the height to do it. You know, like you gotta be pretty. Because he didn't look small in there. Like
he's what 6'2", 6'3".
I don't think Shower Bullet's that big of a middleweight either. You know, he looks small compared to versus MVP. But yeah, that fight wasn't that great. And then the main event, I was excited for this one. Izzy looked fucking strong. I made a post. I was like, Izzy looks really good.
Wow.
And then he got knocked out. I was like, ew.
What exactly happened?
Izzy was looking really good. I thought he looked strong. Like he had Nasruddin fucking shooting on him, getting double unders, throwing him off of him, clipping him on the feet. Like I was like, this is gonna be a good performance for Izzy. And then at one point, Nasruddin hit him with like a pretty good like shovel uppercut and snapped Izzy's shit back. But then Izzy's face, like, he's like, all right, motherfucker, like, let's go. And then he got kicked in the nuts, didn't take the break. As soon as he switched from southpaw to orthodox, he threw that overhand, stepped through, and got his ass.
Yeah, and the kill shot was that like shovel left hook as he was on the ground.
As he was like going against the fence.
Put him down.
Yep.
Izzy is what, 4 out of his last 5 he lost?
Yeah, something like that.
I guess the question that everybody is probably asking this week is, are we witnessing the downfall of a great champion?
You can only be at the top for so long.
Right.
Like, it's just, you can only be, but he'll be in the top 15 for the rest of his career. Like, he can beat guys in the top 10. He can beat guys in the top 15 for sure. It's just like, does he want to become that fighter now? Or, like, he said he's going to take some time and just go, think about things. So...
What do you guys think about that, like, mindset of, like, okay, let's say you had your run. Is it okay, kind of like Kamaru? Like, Kamaru, he had a great run, and now his last statement, not, like, recently, but I remember when he was kind of like, I'm just looking for fun fights at this point. Like, is there anything wrong with that at the end of your career? Like,
no, fuck no.
I think him and MVP could have been a fun matchup.
Yeah, I think there's plenty of matchups out there that could be fun. Like, him and MVP would be a fun one, so whatever he wants to do, he was already champion. Do whatever you want. Like, I'm a fan of Izzy. Anytime he fights, I'll be tuning in.
One more question about that. Do you think this is just a fighter saying, or is it a theory or fact that, like, your chin goes, right? So Do you think that's just a saying, or is it just something that we witnessed? Like,
no, I think it's fact. I think once your fucking chin cracks once, easier to happen again, easier, and then you just see it over. Like it's a fact. You see one guy get knocked out, like back in the day, Chuck Liddell, iron chin.
Yeah.
Got knocked out once, start getting knocked out a bunch after that. So yeah, and there's a million examples of that in the UFC. You see guys get knocked out, and then boom, boom.
I would say
boom.
look at Ikram Aliskerov. He got knocked out one time, and then he didn't really get smashed with that uppercut by Robert, but he got put out. And when he gets put out, he get put out bad.
I couldn't take seeing Izzy go out like that.
I didn't like to see it, to be honest. I would have liked to see the
I
fight go longer, and I don't know. The stoppage at first, I was like, man, it's a little early. But I mean, he was still trying to move, but at the same time, it kind of wasn't that early. Like,
I will say this: if there was an award, Izzy takes a L. He takes the L the best way. Like he's immediately not over it, but you're already like I saw him online rewatching it, kind of like damn this and that. It doesn't break him in no type of way. So he just carries it well. That's
he's also not in a position if he loses where he's losing his house. He's not, he's
set
already.
He's already
set.
got.
So this is purely like competitive, you know, and
Yeah.
I think it doesn't eat you as bad if you're not.
If you on your way up, right? Like trying to get to the top.
If you lose and you ain't got no food, you are crying.
Yeah.
But overall, not the best card. But still good to have some fights on.
What about this week's card? Even worse.
Let's jump into it. We'll start at the bottom. I don't have anything on the first fight. Do you got anything on the first fight, Joseph?
I do not, but the one guy I will pick will be Anshul Jubilee.
Okay.
I think he's going to do very well.
This is the Indian guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The next fight I'm very excited for, though. Cody Steele versus Rongzhu. Cody Steele, jiu-jitsu guy. I've been following him for a long time. Obviously, very good jiu-jitsu guy.
Cody Steele's on there?
Yeah, bro. Second fight of the night. He's fighting Rongzhu.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
So, Cody Steele 7-0. He was fighting for Fury FC. Got the call to go in the Contender Series. Knocked Cody, like, for being a jiu-jitsu guy, he fucking goes for it on the feet. Like, a lot of it, like, he throws hard. He's trying to fucking take your head off. Like, he won his...
Who's he fighting again?
Rongzhu. He won his last fight by body shot. Before that, he won by knockout. Before that, he won by knockout. Before that, he won by knockout. So he's knocking dudes out, like, a lot. So, yeah, I think it's not that... Like, I think he's, like, almost like a minus 200. But I would take him by money line or by finish. Cody Steele is definitely one of my locks of the night. I think he's a future champion, or he definitely has the potential to be.
Damn, that guy's got a lot of fights.
Yeah, he does. This is his second stint in the UFC.
Oh, wow.
But if you look at Rongzhu, he just got stopped by Chris Padilla. I don't know how to say his fucking name.
Padilla.
Yeah, but he had a nice little. He won 4 before that, and then he lost to Ignacio Bahamendez. Yeah. So
I mean, I'm gonna go with Cody. I think he can take him down, keep him down, strangle his ass.
Yeah. After that, we got.
What about the Joker, Wang Cong?
We're not at her yet.
Kevin Jousset.
We'll get to her. We got there's another fight I don't know, and then Kevin Jousset. Don't know anything about his opponent. Not really gonna.
I think we just seen this dude.
He looks familiar.
Didn't he come at short notice or something? Let me see.
Jousset got folded by Brian Battle.
Yeah. Yeah, he lost his last fight to Battle. I'm not gonna pick on that fight. Next fight. I feel like we're doing a lot of that today. Topuria's younger brother is making his UFC debut. He's 5-1, and he's got a late replacement who happens to be Volk's main training partner.
Say that last name.
Huh? Thicknesse. If Justin Haskell was sitting next to me, I'd say Thicknesse, just like Haskell.
What if it's pronounced Thicknesse and you saw it?
It probably is. I'm going to keep calling him Thicknesse, though. It looks like it says Thicknesse. He's 7-0. Topuria is 5-1. Like, it's gonna be cool to see them corner. Like, they're gonna be cornering against each other. Yeah. So Volk and Topuria are gonna be cornering.
What I was about to say, do you think that adds any value? This is Topuria's brother. What are you getting from that?
I mean,
just the training you're probably getting.
It's just a good storyline too. I'm not going to pick anybody in it. I just want to see how it plays out because I never really seen Topuria's brother fight, but I heard from sources that he is even better than Topuria.
No way.
Yeah. So, but yeah, Topuria versus Thicknesse.
I'm picking Topuria.
Why you say it like this? The quiet storm.
All right, Joey, take it from here. Chong Wang.
Wang Kong Chong. Oh man,
is that her name?
No, it's Wang Kong.
Okay.
How dare you disrespect her?
This is the Joker chick, right?
Yeah, the Joker chick that just got fucking slumped
as a minus 1,300 favorite. I think it was.
I'm gonna go with the Bruna Brazil girl because I just I lost all faith. You can't be doing all the Joker shit and acting like you're the man and then go get fucking
or
slumped
woman
like that guy.
Yo, imagine being from like America and your last name's just America. Like this chick's last name is just Brazil. It's not spelled the same, but like it's said the same. So
it is I would like just to follow. It would definitely be hard to get back on the Cong Wing train without seeing where she is now, because this is a quick turnaround, I believe. I don't remember the last fight was.
It wasn't that long ago.
Yeah, but just the odds, the hype, and then you go out there and that kind of happens. It's kind of like, I think you do need to pump your brakes on, oh, she's a lock, or you might want to wait and see exactly how she looks now that I guess she should be fighting better competition going up like that.
Tom Nolan versus
it's gonna be a good fight.
Borshchev. I am picking Borshchev, but I think he might slump this dude by.
I'm going Borshchev too. I think Tom Nolan's one of them guys that doesn't have much of a chin. So we'll see if I'm right or wrong. But yeah, I'm gonna go Borshchev as well.
Yeah, I mean he got slept by Nicholas Mata.
Quick.
Yeah. So all right, I like that pick. Next one. Jack Jenkins versus Gabriel Santos. This is a good fight. We were talking about it earlier. Like some of the Contender Series guys, like so many come in. Jack Jenkins is definitely one I paid attention to. He's got those fucking nasty calf kicks, leg kicks. He's broken multiple people's legs with those, so that's pretty fucking cool. You're out here just breaking legs. From what I know, Gabriel Santos has pretty good boxing, but I think Jack Jenkins will just be able to mix it up better with the kicks. And yeah, I'm definitely picking Jack Jenkins.
Why did
me as well.
He came in from LFA and got Lerone Murphy and then David Onama. What, they hate him?
Who, this dude?
Yeah. That's like too tough ass.
He was undefeated when he came in.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That is tough.
Hell yeah. That's the first fight.
But, and he took Lerone to a split, and then he got slept by David Onama.
You felt like your coming to the UFC was pretty tough, right? Like goddamn. It was. I think it was after you got the second one where it's like, goddamn, bro. Like, can I get a fucking can one time?
Yeah. Give me a can. Next one. Jake Mathews versus how do you say this motherfucker's name?
Francisco Prado.
Prado. He's coming up from 155, which is pretty interesting because you look at his fucking record. He lost to Daniel Zul, however you say his name. Ottman. He lost to Jamie Malarkey. These are all 155 pounders. So he's moving up to 170.
I'm going with Jake Mathews.
I am going with Jake Mathews.
Jake Mathews can crack.
Jake's like one of those guys, like sometimes he looks like a world champion, then other times he looks kind of average. I think he's going to counter this dude, let him come in, and yeah, he's at home too, so I'm definitely picking Jake Mathews.
How long has Jake actually been in the UFC?
Since he was like 19. Bro, he fought...
You know he's only 30?
He fought Wagner Rocha back in the day and subbed him like crazy.
And he's never really like... It's sad, but he's never really...
Yeah, bro. He rear naked choked Wagner Rocha in 2014.
God damn.
Well, next fight, light heavy, Jimmy Crute.
Jimmy Crute hasn't fought in a while.
Rodolfo Bellato. I'm going Bellato by KO. He's going to floor Jimmy Crute.
Think so?
Jimmy Crute's got no chin no more. And he guesses super fucking hard. So...
I'm gonna ride with you on that.
I'm going Jimmy Crute by execution.
Jimmy Crute is getting the execution.
Yes.
All right.
He's hitting, put on the chopping block.
Next one, 6'7".
Justin Tafa versus Tallison Teixeira.
This
I'm
man's
going
6'7".
to Teixeira.
You're going to Teixeira?
I'm going with the big dog.
I'm
7-0
gonna
and undefeated.
I'm going to go Justin Tafa. I'm just going to pick
Overhand?
him to wing an overhand. Wing it, chop down the tree.
It should either be an overhand or this motherfucker should be teeth kicking the living shit out of this man.
Because how tall is Justin Tafa?
6 foot.
It says he is. Where the fuck is his height? I can't even find it. Oh, 6 foot. Yeah, 7 inches. That's a lot. That's a tall man.
That's what she said.
I think Justin Tafa. Nice little overhand. All right, Weili Zhang versus Tatiana Suarez. I'm picking Tatiana Suarez. I think
Just money line.
if she's healthy, I think she's going to come in here and become the new champion. She's kind of been like the dark horse of the division for years, but would always get hurt. Always
had
something
cancer.
going on. Yeah, like she's going through a lot of shit. Like her fucking knees were all fucked up, but she's back. Seems like she's healthy. Her boyfriend is Patchy Mix.
Yeah.
He's a really good fighter, so she's around the right people. Yeah, I think you're going to hear Enu with this one.
I'm convinced I'm going Tatiana Suarez as well. I think she has an avenue to success with her wrestling pedigree. And we've seen Zhang Weili learn wrestling, but it's
not
different
the level
level
of her. And I just think Tatiana's going to be way too physical.
Is she an underdog?
It's like it's
pick 'em?
It's very close. It is. She's a plus 100.
Would y'all say this is the pick right here?
Yeah.
I think
confident to say this is the pick
Cody
right here?
Steele and this is my two best bets.
You got to take her by submission or points, or just take her by sub.
I would do money line because it's fucking nice and get a little plus money on that. But yeah, I think she's definitely going to get it done. Take these boys, Joey. This is your
Dricus
division.
Du Plessis versus Sean Strickland.
Say it like a French guy again.
You look a little French with that cardigan on.
I look like an idiot.
When you chose it, you just
And this is not warmth, bro. I'm all about warmth. I'm good.
Pure warmth.
I'm good.
Tell
Pure
me,
warmth.
Tell me what you're thinking. Tell me what you thought about the first fight.
First fight, I thought Sean Strickland won by a little bit. I think they're very well evenly matched. I think that DDP has a little more punching power for sure. They're both crazy styles too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, like Strickland's got his like upright long jab, teep kicks, and he really does avoid a lot of damage with that front teep kick and just how he boxes. And then you got DDP who's all over the place, but he makes it work. So I don't know, man. I thought Sean Strickland would win this rematch, but from what I've seen online, it doesn't look like he's in as good a shape as he was in the first fight. I don't know how. I don't know. Fucking social media. I don't know, bro. I don't know. I'm gonna say decision.
Yeah.
Either guy.
I just think if you look at it, you have to pick the guy who has more tools to win, and it's DDP. Because from what I've heard, Sean Strickland has great grappling, but he never uses it. So I'm going to pick DDP to go in there, make it sloppy, make it ugly, get those weird ass takedowns he gets, throw some fucking double punches.
Superman.
Yeah. So yeah, I just think I don't think it's going to change.
I'm picking Sean Strickland.
I don't think it's going to change that much. I want Sean Strickland to win. I want America to win.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
America. Like, I want him to win, but it's just, I think he can, but I just think DDP is just going to make it fucking the ugliest fight ever and drag him down and just win on points. So that's UFC 312. It is not the best card. Let's keep it.
We were talking about that in the car, and just to bring it to these guys, but between the way the cards kind of like, even like how this card kind of played out, and then also we were talking about the champs, two topics I want to talk about. But the one thing with the champs, even like looking at Dricus, it's like, do you feel like UFC's in like in a position where the belts aren't on the greatest people?
Yeah, I think Hamzat would be like a better champion. I think there's a couple guys at middleweight.
But it's also like he's all the way over in fucking South Africa.
Yeah,
I'm sure he's huge over there.
Yeah, for sure, but not over here. Yeah. I guarantee you ask a lot of people who the middleweight champion of the UFC is, they'll be like,
But do you not to go there, but do you think that's the same concept with Bilal as well at 70?
Not as
I feel like
much.
people know more Bilal than
yes,
they
they
do
do.
DDP.
Bilal's been around a lot longer. I think Bilal's done a lot more. Where DDP just kind
Have
of
you seen the? Have you seen the memes where they have like a phone thing and it's just Bilal standing there and they're like, "You got Bilal." It's kind of funny.
No, I didn't see that.
People know him below for sure, but like
Yeah.
again, marketing and like
If they went to South Africa for Drakus, it would be cool.
Huge.
It would be cool.
Yeah. I think the only real huge superstar the UFC has right now, obviously John Jones, but you don't see that much of him. It's Pereira.
Yeah.
Pereira is the only superstar I feel like the UFC has right now.
yeah,
So
like I was saying, like
Until
Ilya's
further
great.
notice.
yeah, yeah.
Can't find Kalive
TBD.
wrestles.
Yeah, it is great, but like I said, you don't see him as active.
And
I love having active champs. Like,
And same thing, he's over in wherever he's at, Georgia, Spain, where Pereira is. He's from Brazil, but he trains here. So he's all over social media.
And he's at every UFC event somehow.
Everything. My man's doing podcasts. He's sparring here, sparring there. He just puts shit out, like, and it's awesome to see. Yeah.
and what I was saying, and now with what did I say, the title? I was talking about the title. Oh, now like looking at this card, like 312 is like you look at it and you just like, So like where we
The name value is not there. The UFC just has so many fighters and they have so many events that they have to put on these shows, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like, I'm sure there's people who turn on a fight night. If I'm fighting, they're like, I don't know who the fuck this guy is. But like me being a fighter and you being a fighter who watch a lot of the fights, it's getting harder and harder to follow it because there's so many people. Like,
I feel like you got a good staple though, man. You're all tatted up. People are gonna recognize the Hani mask.
But I'm saying like, there's just so many fighters now that it's getting harder and harder to follow. Where I would personally rather see, like, they're almost doing 4 cards every month. That's a lot of fights. I'd rather see them do one good fight night and one pay-per-view every month. 2 shows. 2 shows a month.
Would you take your UFC like the NFL? Starting at 1 o'clock on all day till the night?
If it was like only 2 cards a month, yeah.
Like
yeah.
one is a 4 o'clock, and then you got the 8:30, the 8:30.
Only if I was allowed to bet on it though.
Stack.
Otherwise, I'm gonna be checked out.
I was on FanDuel, like looking at like the boxing because they just Benavidez fought yesterday, and I was like scrolling and I seen the UFC out. It was like I put my hand on the window
darkness,
like rating,
friend.
and I'm like, damn.
What do you think happens if you put that bet in? Like, what if your phone starts freaking the
I was
fuck out?
thinking it. Like the FBI just like shows up at my door. A picture of Dana just shows up.
Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. I was thinking that, but people ask us all the time. They're like, "You're allowed to bet on football? You can?" I'm like, "Yeah, motherfucker, I ain't a foot. Like, I can bet on anything besides."
Yeah, we got inside info on fucking football.
Well, even fights, like, bro, there's no inside information.
No.
Yeah.
There's no inside.
The only inside information that there could be in fights is if
you know
I was
someone's hurt.
fighting and I told Sean, "Yo, I'm gonna take a dive, put 100 G's on me."
Yes.
I wish I was in that James Krause Discord.
Jesus Christ. James Krause.
Him whose name you can't say and shit.
It's like,
like Voldemort.
Voldemort, yeah, you can't say his name.
Wish I was in that fucking Discord before it stopped. But without
is that how he got caught in Discord?
I think it's like some sort of
whatever they were investigating.
Yeah, some sort of group.
He was taking other people's accounts, betting for them. He was doing some wild shit.
You done? Because I got to do an announcement before we move on to this next thing.
I'm done.
Dev, I don't know where this one's about to go, but for people who do podcasts, when you don't record something, you know what I mean, a certain way, you can't always chop it up and bring it out. Never in my life did I think that we were going to talk about like fucking Adolf Hitler, but we're going to go down this path real quick, right?
You're going by yourself. Have fun. I ain't getting tied with that.
The fucking Bryce Mitchell shit with trending. I mean, with the Bryce Mitchell shit that just happened and shit. Obviously, Bryce is that was just idiotic.
He's a fucking idiot.
He's a fucking idiot.
He's a fucking idiot.
No, he's an
Bro,
idiot.
You can't. No, there's. Just,
and listen, man, I love history. I love.
You could talk about it in a room without no cameras.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but why upload it? Why upload it? Why? Like when you reviewed this shit, why didn't you say?
The problem is he said that he thought Hitler before being on meth and whatever other shit he was
He's a
on.
guy
He thought
who
he
would
was
go
like
fishing.
probably a good guy, and he would go fishing with him. He said it because he was defending his country, whatever his reasoning was.
Yeah.
But then he didn't acknowledge all the people that were murdered, and all, it's like,
brother.
It's just, bro. First of all,
also-
that's a cancel culture subject.
He also
period.
said he thinks the Earth is flat. This
We should have known by then.
This man says some very stupid shit.
Don't out me like that.
Joey was almost a flat earther.
Do you think I'm not talking about Adolf Hitler on the fucking podcast?
No.
Do you think, especially after seeing Dana's demeanor, does he get Josh Emmett 2, 3, and 4 after this? Like, what does he go down murderer's row from here?
Yeah, I don't know. It's he's getting.
Then he doubled down. He doubled down on Twitter.
Bro.
Or whatever he was.
Bro.
I mean, listen, the guy's entitled. Look,
This is what I love about
he's
Dana.
entitled to have his free speech and think and feel how he wants, and he should be allowed to. But yeah, I mean, he's already getting ripped.
And then you also have to be. But what I've seen a lot of people say, it's like, yo, you stood on that ground. Now you're he's not walking it back, but kind of. It's like, if you feel that way, you said it. Free speech, fine. But then he starts getting torched online. I'm sure the UFC's calling him.
They
yo,
said,
stand on
"We are
your shit
disgusted."
though. Stand on your shit. Like you want to be about free speech. Like say what you want to say.
Dana did.
But you gotta. But exactly about
You gotta
saying,
accept it all, right?
Accept everything that's coming your way because you said some wild, fucked up shit. So you're gonna fucking talk like that. Accept everything else that's coming your fucking way.
Do you think free
Except
speech can go
that
too far?
Josh Emmett overhand.
No. Free speech can only go too far if everybody socially says it's too. You can't talk about it. No, bro. Free speech is supposed to be free speech. You should be allowed to talk about whatever you want. And that's just what it is. No matter how sensitive it is to people, that's what free speech is supposed to be. No matter how hard the subject is, you should be allowed to say it.
Yeah.
Or talk about it.
Just in my own experiences, like growing up or just whatever, it makes you tougher to accept free speech. Like when you realize that they
You think I like free speech? I be getting ripped on my hairline all the time.
No, but even you, I talk about you all the time, or when people ask about your character, I'll be like, one thing about Joe is,
Come on now.
one thing about Joe is it's hot or cold. There's no middle, and he's going to tell you exact. You don't have to think about how he feels because he's going to tell you how he feels. You don't have, like, it's almost like somebody wears their heart on their sleeve, and that's good. When you know somebody is who they are because they're going to show it, that's the best people to know and associate with. When you don't, let's say I was doing a pod with y'all, but when I leave here, you're like, I can't stand these.
Yeah.
It's like, those are the worst people.
Yeah.
If you have a problem with me, you're going to tell me not only to my face, but it's like, I'm going to tell you. I'm not going to fucking beat around the bush about it. So those are the best people to align yourself with when you look at it. But when people realize that words are just words, it actually gives you a composure and a, like, you know what I mean?
But you also have to, you also should be considerate of some, like, you can't, like, horrible shit. Like, there's shit you shouldn't fucking, like, there's shit you fucking shouldn't say, bro.
You can't justify.
And he fucking went there, and then
he can't justify mass murdering women and children.
And
that
then
have nothing to do with.
And then you got number two, you got Connor out here talking about people's wives and fucking saying all kinds of
Okay, Connor.
He's just drawing. Like
he is going to get murdered. Like, if they ever cross paths, I can't say I'm not going to not give him a fighting chance. It is 100% going down. Wherever they see each other at, it's going to go down.
He moves. He's got security.
Who? Him and Khabib?
Yeah. Connor's got to move with security though.
Has
like
to.
he's got the bread to have it. Like you got to have them fucking things on you. The way you be talking about people, you can't move. You can't just be out. You just can't be out here.
Or you never leave your cave like some certain streamers.
Nah, bro. He's got that cocaine angel dust. He is going everywhere.
That last tweet, you could smell the cocaine residue on the keyboard. Like, you could smell it.
Yo, what is wrong with this man?
I don't know.
He's going off the deep end. I don't think he ever fights again.
I don't, bro. Honestly, after seeing him in person and after just again. Like, you know, like seeing how he's still that way off camera. Yeah, I'll still tune in and watch, but it's not the same.
Anytime Conor McGregor fights, it's good for MMA because it attracts so many eyeballs. But then you just got him out here just acting up.
It's just not the same.
Acting up.
Do you think BKFC was smart to align themselves with them?
Yeah, I don't think it hurts.
Great for them, right?
Because they're a wild ass company. You know what I'm saying? And,
it's cool it was cool to see them there.
100%. They just had another good ass show last night. So shout out to BKFC. They had Julian Lane steam somebody. People were getting.
What's his great moment? Oh, let me bang.
Let me bang.
Let me bang Lang. He should have enhanced
the
that.
The man let him bang, and he got banged. Oh, that's a clip.
We just interviewed me and Sammy for our little thing. We just had
you can say
Damon.
it's your podcast. You can say
we just had me and Sammy do a podcast too, but we had Damon on.
His brother.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that was Feldman's brother.
Yeah, Damon Feldman. He does the celebrity boxing.
Yeah,
and all.
I know
We're getting Sammy on it.
On
May 17th. May 17th.
Who's he fighting?
I don't know. Some famous fucking.
Right.
I don't know. But I was like, let's go. If he gets 2 corners, we gotta.
Yeah, I'll corner Sammy some celebrity boxing.
That'd be fun.
Anything else?
I don't know if any other fights were announced this.
Nah, nothing yet.
Nothing new with you, brother.
Nothing new.
Baby almost due.
I said nothing. I was like,
any day now? You with?
Less than 2 weeks.
How you feeling?
Nervous?
Ready.
Right?
Ready.
Had a good smile on your face for a long
Everybody
time.
ready to that
ready.
shit blow out the back of the paper now. It's like,
Yeah, how you gonna do good with changing diapers, man?
Because it's mine.
there you go.
It's mine.
But
Bro, like
it's yours until it's on your finger.
I hate comparing it, but it's like the same thing with Bane. Like I will do like that when it's yours. It's yours. You know what I'm saying? That little kid, I'm like, I'm gonna be wiping this shit. I'm like, this is ass, literally ass. But I've been watching videos.
But you came from me.
This girl, yeah, like you came from my nutsack.
yeah.
So you are mine.
This Coach
yeah.
John, should I pick up or is he too rent? Oh,
Nah, don't. Don't pick him. But
Canceled.
No, I'm like very excited. Like it sounds crazy, but like I think about her and like I could cry. Like how excited I am. Like
Doesn't sound crazy.
I'm very like it's just. Yeah.
Tell me if you
She's
cry
not
when
even
your
here.
child is born. I cry with none of it because the reality is when
You didn't?
No. Everybody said like they cry when their child.
I'm just gonna say this. Don't get me canceled, but I heard black guys don't really.
Black History Month.
Bryce Mitchell.
Yo, we got even Dev is cracking up.
Bryce Mitchell, Conor McGregor, Joe Piper.
Out of trifecta.
Hey, listen, we had to throw a little controversy here.
I think I'll cry.
Yo, yeah, like what it is.
I'll cry.
I don't want to ruin it for you. Like when the baby come out, like
I heard shit be looking different down there.
oh, that whole barbershop. Oh, it's the most beautiful. It's fucking
Yeah.
It's like a crime scene.
I think when I hear her cry, it's like yeah.
No, I'm dead serious, bro. Like I'll never forget the horrendous things I've seen in there.
Yeah.
It's
You have 3, right?
I have 4.
Fuck.
It's a crime scene.
No
in there,
boys,
brother.
right?
One boy
No,
at the end. A
last one was the
coronial.
boy.
Yeah, but yeah, it's not what you heard your old heads talking about. Yeah. Like no, then they just throw them on you. Like my wife was like, okay, like you like goddamn clean him up.
You gonna pass out?
Huh?
Are you like
Nah,
you're not the pass out type or get
I'll be
sick?
good. I'll stay strong.
I don't think I would ever.
I'm also
fuck
not to
you
get controversial, but I'm not letting these motherfuckers take my baby out of my eyes either and inject them with some weird shit. So
Yeah.
You think
baby.
you can choose that?
Yep.
Yeah, it's called a haymaker to your mitt. You take my kid.
Don't fucking. I'm watching that baby goes anywhere. I'm going right with her. You ain't,
Yeah, like you remember Sean's RK
yeah.
Chevy when he's just standing there.
Where you going, boss?
I'm just be standing over their
What's up,
shoulder.
dude?
We got a list. I'm handing it to them. Be like, here's the list.
Know this, know that.
Yep.
Seriously, you can do that?
Yep.
Bro,
They
you got
push back.
to.
They push back, but like, bro, there's too much fucked up shit they do to these kids. Too much.
Think
shit they
about
put
that.
in
That's
their
crazy that you even have to do that because, and then they give you pushback.
Mhm.
It's like it's your fucking kid.
shit. Bro. I remember. I'm not even gonna talk about it because I know YouTube could censor you for certain shit. But yeah, bro, like when you go to the doctors and they try to push like certain shit on you, and now we're 4 or 5 years later, and all the research has came out that like.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Like
I do notice, like we don't get
Neurological
chickenpox and
issues.
shit no more. What happened to all that shit we had?
Think about it, yo. All I'm gonna say is 2 of my nieces and there's a few of my nieces and nephews who don't have anything. Healthiest kids ever. Never get sick. No fucking allergies. No peanut allergies. No weird shit. Then there's other kids who are fully with everything and they be sick all the time.
I'll tell you what, I'm on a great streak right now, not getting sick.
Yeah.
Just from not
Yeah.
no white sugar, none of that
Yeah.
fucking.
Bro, food.
I'm a fat
Food?
piece of shit when I'm not training.
Yeah, but dude,
I get sick.
food is poison, bro.
Yeah,
It's
man.
on every corner.
if you allow it to be.
If you allow it to be.
Correct.
On every fucking corner. Wendy's, McDonald's, soda, this, that. and they just make it so convenient for you that like you can't blame people for being the way that they are because it's addictive.
Bro, even a Chick-fil-A sandwich has 50 fucking ingredients.
Don't do that.
Bro, I'm so disgusted.
Wendy's and McDonald's.
I'm so disgusted with myself over the last couple of years because I've eaten fucking Chick-fil-A, and you know what I mean. I've had McDonald's fries, like not a lot, but it's still like fuck, man. Now that I know everything, because now I'm like fucking concerned about everything.
Back when you used to have Mickey D's, what?
Mickey D's?
What it used to be?
Quarter pounder, dog.
I don't know.
Go ahead, reminisce one time. It's cool. After high school, just got out of school, dollar menu shit. We're
poor. We're poor.
Doubles?
We're
$1 cheeseburgers.
Yeah, like McDoubles, McChickens. I said McDoubles.
2 McDoubles.
What are they called? Are they called McDoubles?
You ain't saying it so long. No, listen, man. Don't forget your roots.
I forgot it. No, we were Wendy's people. We had a Wendy's right down the street from us.
I'm a Wendy's Frosty guy.
Junior bacon cheeseburgers, yo.
Frosty, you saw they trying to normalize dipping your fries in the Frosty?
Oh, I know people who do it.
I don't do that.
It's weird.
I know people who do it. Frosties back in the day be hitting.
Yeah. Now a large is like this fucking like half of this.
Remember Super Size?
So you ever watch Super Size Me?
Yes, in high school. And like the guy got all sick and shit and like all his cholesterol.
Yeah, for 30 days.
They would supersize the soda. My man had a gallon of Coca-Cola almost.
How about he did that whole documentary for awareness and didn't change shit? Motherfucker. He almost killed himself.
They're like, hey, he didn't die. Let's go.
How fucking
he survived.
Fucked up.
Dude, but imagine the people that are like fucking 300-400 pounds, you know, and they eat that shit all the time.
Did you say Haskell?
They don't.
Yeah.
What did you say?
You say Haskell's?
Yeah, bro. How the fuck can they keep
they
eating it and not die?
They do die.
Yeah, well,
they do die.
R.I.P.
And a slower
They
way,
bro. They die.
Dealing with
they
life,
die.
just check engine light, just on.
I bet you
30s.
Justin be like,
Justin,
oh, don't punch on my boy. He not here. You know he be punching back.
You know he's gonna be on his burner accounts in the comments. Yo, Justin be looking good lately. Yo, I missed the show without Justin.
If you don't, where's he at? His son. Like I said, we always talk about his son.
Yeah, we shout out his kid.
A stud. A stud. He's the name that you were
shout
going
out
to.
Justin.
shout out the better half.
Yeah,
Alex. Yeah. But I think he's at some sort of game. He got some comp tickets or something. So
yeah,
we'll see what's up. But
all right, boys, good weekend. I mean, not the best. I'm not gonna lie, it wasn't the best weekend.
And I didn't watch the boxing match, so I don't know how.
But
did you see?
Benavidez was impressive.
Stephen Fulton, shout out to Philly. Had Tim's and Jorts on.
That was funny as shit when I woke up.
People they were picking against him too.
Oh, where?
Mm-hmm. After he got knocked out by Inoue, they were kind of like
he called for Gervonta Davis.
Someone posted like about all the Philly dudes like Dickie in like saying that he was going to lose, and but like, Philly don't support their own, man. We eat our own.
We support y'all, dog.
No,
MMA community is good in Philly.
Yeah, for sure. Boxing community's fucked up.
Trash.
Fucked up. Don't be supporting their own. Shout out Jerron Ennis next.
Jerron, I hit you up. I was trying to get you in here.
He's got a fight. He's got a fight coming up.
We need to get him on.
Yeah, but he's got a fight coming up. He's locked.
Okay. Oh, that makes sense.
He's locked in. He's locked in.
All right.
I'll hit him up though.
Yeah, he's on a big venue, right?
I don't know where this
or maybe
one is.
No, that's
he
not
did
him.
Wells Fargo twice.
That's not him. I'm thinking of somebody else.
Mm-hmm. All right.
All right. Close this out the right way, man.
Sign up for steady picks. We did good last night.
Cook.
We did good last night. So we'll have some good ones for this coming weekend.
Sign up for Steady Picks Premium.
Premium.
We're working on a lot of things for the future.
Yep.
Trying to give more substance and better content for the show.
Yep.
So big things are coming for that. But you guys we appreciate y'all.
Sign up.
Sign up.
Peace.